Chris Wilson with Knights Media Network, and today we're going to be talking about midterms. A lot of Bellarmine students like to study either in the library or in Centro or off campus.
How do you prepare yourself for midterms?
So how I usually prepare myself for midterms is I usually kind of look at each subject of like how difficult they are for me. So then I kind of estimate like how much studying I kind of use for each one, what days they're on, and trying to plan out my time accordingly to that. If I'm taking like a art project, which they don't really have like test midterms, I usually try to space out like a scheduled work block to work on each project.
And like, what's the best way for like students to like try to stay calm before taking the midterm? You would say?
Just take little breaks, like 10 to 15-minute breaks. If you're feeling overwhelmed, I would definitely recommend that. And just try to take your mind off it, but try to also reel yourself back in so you can still have that work ethic.
Thank you. So how do you prepare yourself for midterms?
I say for my midterms, I just study, put my trust in God, and hope for the best.
And how do you like calm yourself down before like a midterm?
Before my midterms, I always pray. I take deep breaths, have a good breakfast. That's something my parents always told me to do. And just breathe and hope.
Okay, so I mean, for when I teach principles of personal wellness, it's mainly just like getting ready for the midterm is like, first thing is like, are you coming to class? It can be hard for some people, but like coming to class, taking notes, are you taking good notes? Also getting prepared is like, do you have questions? Is something not making sense that I've explained? So just like figuring out what's like stressing them out, but like making sure that you're taking notes, asking those questions. Have you done like your homework assignments? All of that.
And what's your like advice for like students to like not be overwhelmed and not be too stressed over a midterm?
I guess stress is always going to happen with like a midterm, being a big test. But like, I guess for me is like just taking a breath, doing your best. Like definitely, if you know the midterms in a month, planning out when you're going to study. Don't study the week of. Study the week, 2 weeks before, however big of a test it's going to be. Some midterms are maybe like a normal exam. Others could be like half a semester's worth of knowledge crammed into one test. So like making sure you're spacing out that time to study, and also giving yourself time too to be like, okay, I need to ask questions. Don't email the professor the night before. Be like, oh my gosh, how do you do this equation? What does this term mean? Give yourself some time, go through your notes, mark what you have questions on.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
This is Chris Wilson with Knights Media Network signing off.